Oh, hey.
Hi, Steve.
How's it going?
How are you?
Good. Good to see you again, Laura.
You too. Hi, everyone. I want to introduce you to our farmer, Steve Dutton, Dutton Ranch. Steve, thanks for having us out here. And I really want to thank you first and foremost for letting us cook in your orchard.
No problem. We're glad to have you here.
Well, we love it. And the popularity of Gravensteins have grown. I'm going to ask you first, do you see a trend of revitalization in Gravenstein apples?
Oh, yeah, sure. We have a lot more demand for our Gravensteins now, and that's been happening over the last 5 or 6 years.
That's great. It's really good news because really and truly you know that it's the best apple to make applesauce with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What are these sticks doing up here with holding up these limbs of these apple trees?
These sticks are what we call props, and what happens is when the fruit starts maturing on the tree, it gets bigger and heavier,
right?
And the tree will actually break down and fall apart. What these props do is help prop up the tree and support some of the weight of the tree. So we lose trees every year, but this keeps it to a minimum.
Well, what happens when you lose a tree every year that's 50 years old? Do you have them older?
Oh yeah, sure. We have some trees that are 80 years old to 100 years old.
Oh, don't you just cry when an 80-year-old tree branch just goes down? That would just...
It's sad, but what can you do? It's just part of farming.
Let's talk about these older trees. How do you give them water? Sure.
These trees here, they're irrigated with portable sprinkler pipe.
Oh, right.
So aluminum pipe that has sprinklers on it that we move through the field. They're irrigated once or twice a year.
Okay. That's all they need, really?
Yeah.
What happens to the apples if you're light on water for a year?
The apples will be smaller.
Okay.
If you don't have much water, but if we have the water to give them, or when we can irrigate, we do.
Right.
And the whole idea here for us to have a sustainable farm is to grow tonnage. And so by watering, we can grow bigger apples, which translates into more tons per acre.
Yes, right.
And that's what keeps the farm going.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about that a little bit because I think there's a misconception a bit about sustainability and organic. So can you kind of give us, I know that's, you're walking on a minefield there, but
sure.
But talk to us a little bit about the differences.
For us here on my ranch with my brother and I, sustainable means to us to do whatever it takes in the field to grow the best crop we can,
right,
with as little input as we can. We use the best products we can. We've converted all of our 200 acres of apples to organic.
Okay, all right.
So we spray them, we fertilize them, we prune them every year, we do all the things we're supposed to do.
All right.
So that we can grow a good crop.
A good farmer once said to me that sustainability is just darn good farming.
Well, that's what it is. It's being able to change and make things happen so that you can keep farming.
Because we all know if you're good to the land, it'll be good to you.
That's right.
At the end of the day, that's what you need.
We really believe that.
Here's the deal, you guys. Know your farmer, know your food. We're talking about Gravenstein apples with Steve Dutton, Dutton Ranch, and I'm telling you what, you know Steve now, go out and get his apples. By the way, I tasted them today. They're delicious.
Good, thank you.
Thanks for letting us cook out here.
I appreciate you guys coming out.
Thanks, Steve.